Welcome to all. Today I'm going to discuss with the topic is about basic chromatography principle, and this section is part 3. First section is adsorption chromatography principle. Certain solid materials collectively known as adsorbent. They have the ability to hold the molecules at their surface. This adsorption process, which involves weak non-ionic attractive forces of van der Waals and hydrogen bonding type, occur at a specific adsorption site. Silica is typical A adsorbent. It has SiOH groups on its surface, which are slightly acidic and can interact with the polar functional group of the analyte or elutant. Other commonly used adsorbent are alumina and carbon. Next, affinity chromatography principle. It does not rely on the differences in the physical properties of the analytes. Instead, it exploits the unique property of extremely specific biological interaction to achieve the separation and purification processes. This technique requires that material is isolated is capable of binding reversibly to a specific ligand that is attached to insoluble matrix. When a complex mixture containing the specific compound to be purified is added to the immobilized ligand, generally contained in a conventional chromatography column, only that compound will bind to the ligand. All other compound can therefore be washed away from and the compound subsequently recovered by the displacement from the ligand. Steps: choice of appropriate ligand, immobilization of ligand onto support matrix, binding of molecules of interest with the ligand, removal of non-specifically bound molecule, elution of molecules of interest in purified form. And the figure shows that this process, step involved in this process. Choice of ligand. Factors to be considered for the choice of ligand are first specificity, reversibility, stability, size, and affinity. Specificity. The ligand should recognize only the molecules of interest to be purified. Reversibility. The ligand should form a reversible complex with the molecule of interest to be purified. Stability. The ligand should be stable to the condition to be used for immobilization as well as the conditions of use. Next, size. The ligand should be a large enough such that it contains several groups able to interact with the molecule of interest, resulting in sufficient affinity. Last one, affinity. Binding affinity is the strength of binding interaction between a molecule of interest to its ligand. Binding affinity is typically measured in terms of equilibrium dissociation constant. Typical biological interactions used in affinity. Types of ligand and target molecules are shown in this table. Application. Many enzymes and other proteins, including receptor proteins and immunoglobulins, are purified. Messenger RNA is routinely isolated by selective hybridization of polysulforex for B by exploiting poly A tie. Immobilized single-strand DNA can be used to isolate complementary RNA and DNA. Immobilized nucleotides are useful for the isolation of proteins involved in nucleic acid mechanism. These are the main applications in this behind. Next, size exclusion chromatography principle. The separation of molecules on the basis of their molecular size and shape exploits the molecular C properties of a variety of porous material. Size exclusion chromatography includes gel permeation chromatography and gel filtration chromatography. A column of microparticulate cross-linked copolymers, generally of either styrene or divinyl benzene, and with a narrow range of pore size, is in equilibrium with a suitable mobile phase for the analytes to be separated. Large analytes that are completely excluded from the porous will pass through the interstitial space between the particles and will appear first in the elute. Smaller analytes will be distributed between the mobile phase inside and outside the particle and will therefore pass through the column at the slower rate, hence appearing last in the elute. And this figure is shown in detail. Next, gel filtration chromatography can be used to separate compounds such as small molecules, proteins, polysaccharides, and nucleic acid when in aqueous solution. When organic solvent is used as a mobile phase, the process is known as gel permeation chromatography. Applications. It can be used for fractionation of molecules and complexes within a predetermined size range, size analysis and determination, removal of large proteins and complexes, buffer exchange, desalting, removal of small molecules such as nucleotides, dyes, and contaminants, etc. Assessment of sample purity, separation of bound and unbound radioisotope. These are the main applications. Thank you.